Hello everyone, this is AnimationChronicler here, and today I'll sum up what we're here to talk about with one word. Doomsday! Or is that two words? I'm not the biggest comic book reader out there, but I at least know that Superman is one of my favorite superheroes, and while I don't read a lot of comics, I certainly enjoy all the shows and movies based on them. So what about Superman Doomsday then? Well, it's an animated direct-to-video release that came out in 2007 and is based on the storyline/graphic novel The Death of Superman from 1992. From what I understand, the continuity seems to be somewhat based on the animated series from 1996, considering the very similar character designs and animation style. So, is it worth a watch? Let's find out! The story revolves around a mysterious alien ship that Lex Luthor finds buried in one of Luthor Corp's excavation sites, and how the terrifying alien killing machine called Doomsday is accidentally released from the ship and goes on a rampage through the city. What else can stop him but the good old man in red and blue? Conflict ensues and a lot of things happen. The story actually covers more of the aftermath of Superman's confrontation with Doomsday than it does the actual battle. And there's some focus on the drama of Lois and Superman's relationship as well. The story is really well thought out and is just the perfect balance of crazy sci-fi with clones and aliens, and some darker and more mature themes. I really like how the movie shows us the inner struggles of Superman, and what could happen if he were to change his moral outlook, and the way it shows us is clever and intriguing. The writing is great, the pacing is great, and the suspense is always on top. I really don't have much to complain about here. As far as the Superman story goes, it's one of the best I've seen. Perfectly complementing the story are the superb production values. The animation is great and looks very similar to the style of the 1996 animated series, but with some slight changes and a more rugged, less cartoony look. It actually gets kind of violent at times, with blood splattering and people getting killed left and right, which I always enjoy in superhero movies. Comic books are always so dark and bloody, so it's nice to see it translated to the animated version sometimes. Considering how dark this particular story is, it only works to the movie's strengths.
He was more than your constant rescuer. You must be terribly lonesome without him.
The action is great, and the big battle between Superman and Doomsday is absolutely spectacular, full of explosions and fists flying everywhere. Oh, and Doomsday himself looks pretty damn cool, I must say. Loving that hair he's got going on. The voice acting is good as well, with solid performances from the entire cast. All in all, it looks and sounds great.
In fact, this whole miserable experience has only made me stronger, put me back in touch with my roots. So, now that you no longer stand in the way of my plans, Superman, you shall help me to achieve them.
So we've got a great story coupled with great animation and action mixed together with good acting and a decent soundtrack. So what's the downside? As far as I'm concerned, there really isn't one. It does what it tries to do perfectly. If you like Superman or superheroes overall, give it a watch. It's exciting, intense, and awesome. A 9 out of 10 for this one. It's super.